Hey guys, welcome back to Holistic Tips with Nicole. In today's video, we're going to be looking at aging and how to do that gracefully. So, aging is a very personal experience. We all come from different backgrounds and we all have different perspectives on what it means to age. And so for me personally, I'm in my late 40s and I always appreciate when people give me compliments about how I look for my age. And although it's appreciated, at the end of the day, I am in my late 40s and I'm noticing the subtle everyday changes that are taking place. And so, how do we deal with that from an emotional and spiritual perspective when there's so much focus being placed on our youth and looking younger? So, those are the types of things that we're going to be discussing in today's video, and I hope you'll stay tuned.
So many of us fear growing old and looking old. We make growing old so terrible and unattractive. Yet it's a normal part of life and a natural process of living. If we can't accept or be comfortable with who we are, how can we accept the next stage? If you don't grow old, what's the alternative? You leave the planet. As a culture, we worship the youth. Of course, we want to love ourselves at every age, but why can't we love ourselves as we get older? Eventually, we'll go through every stage of life, as long as we continue to have the gift of life. Society places a great deal of focus on our physical body, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to maintain your appearance. Women especially feel a lot of anxiety and fear when they think about getting old. And men are not excluded from this, it's just that they may not experience the same amount of pressure to look as young as women do. Getting old may mean getting wrinkles and gray hair and saggy skin. The irony is that if you shift your focus from the physical to your internal radiance, you become immensely attractive in every way. And despite the physical signs of aging, I want to grow old. It's part of being here. We're on this planet to experience every part of life. I can understand that we don't want to get old and sick. So let's separate the two for a minute. Let's not envision ourselves getting sick as a way to die. I personally don't believe we have to die with illness. Instead, when it's our time to leave, when we've accomplished what we came here to do, we can hopefully peacefully fall asleep when we leave the planet. We don't have to become deathly ill. We don't have to be hooked up to machines. We don't have to lie suffering in a nursing home. There's so much we can do to stay healthy. We want to feel good when we get older, so we can continue to experience new adventures. People often ask me why I went into holistic nursing. It's because as a nurse, I've witnessed people making unhealthy choices that have led to serious, chronic, lifelong conditions. I tell them that most of us work so hard all our lives to enjoy our retirements, and yet so many of us never get to do that because our retirement is spent with a calendar filled with doctor appointments to manage their often debilitating conditions. That's not how I want to spend my time when I retire, or my money for that matter, on the countless prescriptions that cause some people to have to make a choice about buying food or paying for their medicines on limited incomes. I never wanted that to be me, and I chose holistic nursing to help prevent others from having to do the same. The way we age is not necessarily determined by our genes, but by something researchers call an aging set point, which is a biological time clock that exists in our minds that monitors when and how we begin to age. How is that set? By our attitudes toward growing old. For example, if you believe that 35 is middle-aged, that belief triggers biological changes in your body that cause it to accelerate the aging process when you reach 35. At what age are you setting your aging set point? Saying you're getting old has incredibly damaging effects on your body as well as your spirit, So by changing your perception of aging, you're giving yourself permission to be more youthful and radiant by shifting your thoughts and the words you speak about aging. If scientific evidence is proving that when the cells of your body hear these messages, they begin to break down, doesn't it make sense to consider reframing our thoughts and words so that maybe our cells can begin to turn back the hands of time? Awareness of what you're thinking and saying is the first step. And saying things to ourselves or out loud like, I'm over the hill, my body is breaking down, I look old, they become a self-fulfilling prophecy. I want to invite you to make the choice right now to start speaking to yourself in kind and empowering ways. You would do this for a friend going through a rough time, right? How about extending that love to ourselves and accepting and respecting that we're still here with all the knowledge and wisdom we've gained year after year? And God willing, we have more years ahead of learning and evolving and keeping ourselves healthy so we can enjoy the rest of our days. And when you reprogram your thought patterns, you'll be inspired to make those healthy lifestyle choices. Not only that, you'll want to surround yourself with like-minded people who actually contribute to your life. Meditation, particularly with positive affirmations, is especially effective in helping you maintain a sense of peace, calm, and well-being. Deepak Chopra said, "Prayer is how you talk to God. Meditation is how God talks to you." It helps you tap into the infinite wisdom of your spirit. When you meditate, not only do you relieve stress, you actually stop the aging process, and all you have to do is quiet your mind. As spirits, we are absolutely ageless, timeless, limitless in every capacity. So when we engage in quieting our minds, we step into the divine where time stops and we literally don't age. And don't be afraid to talk with someone if there are unresolved issues from your past that still need healing. Or sometimes we suffer from regrets or the dreaded feeling that we didn't achieve our hopes and dreams, or that our life didn't turn out the way we had hoped. These are the types of emotional and spiritual issues that may require more attention. Once you begin the healing process, you can reframe your perception about aging. Look forward to creating new experiences, and accept that aging is something to be cherished, especially knowing that not everyone gets to do it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please feel free to comment below if you're struggling with aging gracefully so we can begin to support each other through this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon.